Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm bringing you the slop, the whole slop, and nothing but the motherfucking slop. Oh boy, oh boy. Leave it up to professional wrestling to take the most insignificant things, period, and then pretend as if because they actually accomplish it, it's an actual accomplishment. Like, what are we doing, folks? Alright, so just for context here, WCW Nitro started September 4th of 1995, and it ended March 26th of 2001. Now, again, you might be asking yourself, Devontae, why are you telling me these dates right now? I don't give a shit. Some of you might even know that, yeah, Devontae, we're wrestling historians in our own rights. We own cell phones, therefore, we are wrestling historians. We know this history already. Well, let me ask you another simple question, Dumbo. Do you know when AEW Dynamite started? Huh? Do you know when AEW Dynamite started? Here, let me help you out here for a second. AEW Dynamite started October 2nd of 2019. Now, you also might be asking yourself right now, Devontae, why are you telling me that date? I don't give a shit. True, and you shouldn't give a shit, because who cares? But apparently, because we're coming up on April 16th, everybody cares. Everybody. And by everybody, I mean simply just AEW and its universe, because they're grasping. They're reaching. Beetlejuice is right there. Alpha Centaurus is right there. They are reaching past the stars. They're going for deeper stars, bro. Because they need something to make themselves look good. And I don't fucking blame them. I'd be doing the exact same thing if I got nothing else to lose and nothing else in my hands to hold on to. And that's including my penis. Apparently April 16th, that's a huge historical day in professional wrestling if you listen to the AEW fanboys and Tony Khan. Because by April 16th, there'll be the longest pro wrestling weekly primetime show in the history of pro wrestling. And TBS. Turner Broadcasting sports history. Yep. Tony Khan is so fucking petty and so fucking childish. He knows good and damn well that this record has no significance to it whatsoever. He knows goddamn well that this date, as far as the amount of weeks you've actually turned in to produce wrestling programming on TBS, means jack shit in the grand scheme of things. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but we all know that this man-child is legitimately gonna make an entire special basically trolling Eric Bischoff, right? You know that's the whole point of all this, right? The whole point of Tony Khan legitimately making this a specific special. He could have easily, when WWE broke records like this, they typically just do a highlight up on television and you've seen it for about 30 seconds and then you move on with the rest of the show. Sometimes they wouldn't even plug it on social media. They would legitimately just throw it on the television for a little bit. Okay, and then keep it moving. No, Tony Khan instead is going to he's going to make a show out of this. Okay, because, if I was in his shoes, I'd actually put on good programming, focus on that, and then highlight that as what I'm doing on April 16th. Yeah, instead, no, I'd rather just show Eric Bischoff that I produced more shows than him. And that means what to anybody? I don't know. But apparently the AEW fanboys are having a blast at this right now. I don't know why they specifically chose this meme to run with. It confused the fuck out of me because I was seeing it up and down my timeline, and they keep reposting this. I don't know why they keep reposting this. It's different variations of Shaq fucking a midget or fucking someone smaller than him, like simulating it. Like I see like 4 different gifs of Shaq simulating rape, and apparently the caption is "Don't run at Eric Bischoff." So I guess they're saying that Tony Khan is owning his cheeks. Is that what he said? I don't get it. I don't get it, because on the surface level, they do realize what Tony is celebrating, right? Right? They do realize that Tony Khan is celebrating that he kept his head above water longer than Eric Bischoff, right? They recognize that, right? They recognize there's like legitimately no significance in that whatsoever. You just survived longer, which, yeah, boss. I'm pretty sure you're gonna survive longer if you're not really in the fights, or at least directly going into the fire. You do realize, AEW fanboys, that Tony Khan kept his head above water for about 6 years, damn near. He kept his head above water for about 6 years, nearly 5.5 years, same amount of time as Nitro, not fighting WWE the entire time they were on air, right? You do realize that almost, if not like 99% of the time, outside of the fact that they got, I don't know, preempted or something, Nitro went head to head with WWE its entire time being a thing. Like, why would you celebrate this? It's like you're owning yourself. You are literally owning yourself. Tony Khan, you're owning yourself. Eric went head to head with Monday Night Raw for his entire time, right? On primetime television. And a primetime slot, the same spot that you occupy at the moment, Eric used that to go head up with WWE. And guess what? For at least almost half that time, he actually beat them. He actually gave them a run for its money. Hell, as a matter of fact, Tony, the only reason you have the spot that you have right now, legitimately almost all is owed to Eric for legitimately carving out that spot for you. I don't understand what the AEW fanboys are running with right now. It is wild. The self-own is actually fucking wild. To sit there and actually say to yourself, hey, Eric, over here, guess what? We did something that you didn't do. We were pussies the entire time we were on television. But guess what? We're like the Bee Gees, staying alive. Like, what are you doing, you retards? What is wrong with these people, bro? Dude actually came out and said we need to celebrate mediocrity. He actually fucking said that. Let's celebrate mediocrity. The sickos, let's all come together. Everybody on their knees. Okay, mouths open. Gonna zip down my pants. We'll go to each one. Okay, I'm gonna baptize my dick in your mouth. And let's all celebrate with my dick in your mouth. Let's do it, boys. Come on. Chop. Let's go. Is that what you're celebrating right now? You're celebrating running from the fight. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. When I broke out of prison, boys, and I was on the run for about 20 years, right? I was on the run for about 20 years. I got brought back to prison when I eventually got caught, right? By my 21st year of what should have been my prison tenure, I'm back in prison right now. I remember a bunch of boys coming up to me, reading my paperwork, and they seen the date on my paperwork. The date on my paperwork said 2004. They have no clue that I broke out of jail that first year and I just got brought back a year later. But my paperwork says 2004. So therefore that means I've been in prison. I've been in the system. Therefore, I'm just as hard as they are. You know, them boys that been fighting, scratching, clawing, having to go through the prison system, dealing with the correctional officers, having to go through prison politics and all this stuff, the zoom zooms, the wham whams, the thank you ma'ams. I'm just like them because I'm a hard-on criminal. My paperwork says so. Have I actually been in prison the entire time, going through the struggles? Hell no. But my paperwork, it damn sure say so. So therefore, holy ho, fellow prisoners, you fucking moron. This is the kind of guy that we're dealing with right now. This right here, this is what we're dealing with. See, I like this metaphoric stance of how they actually see this as a W, because it just tells you their mental capacity and the mind frame that we're fucking with here when it comes to professional wrestling nowadays. You think it's a fucking joke when I tell you these clowns are ruining professional wrestling? You think it's a fucking joke when I tell you they stay within their own bubble, and whatever is a positive within their own bubble, that means they automatically win. They don't look outside of the bubble and see actual benchmarks and then actually try to, surpass those benchmarks, or for nothing else, get as close as they possibly can. Because to even get 1%, I take that back, to even get 50% of the way of those natural benchmarks that exist in professional wrestling, to have new creative ideas that flourish, that even get even 50% of that as far as investment from an audience, is something worth celebrating. Because we know what professional wrestling was doing about 30 years ago when it was actually at its heights, right? The popularity, the actual engagement, the metrics. To get even 50% of any of that would be a popular time in professional wrestling currently today. But instead, they would rather, wallow in mediocrity, stay within their bubble, stay within their bubble, and they'll just look around and they see everybody that looks just like them. And who needs friends when you have incest buddies, right? Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you gonna celebrate that day, huh? You gonna actually put on some compelling television? Huh? Or is this literally all a ruse? Because you have the money, and with the money, you can make the decisions, and the decision you decided to make was to just put on something on a date, knowing that it's going to get Eric Bischoff upset in some way. He shouldn't be upset. I don't know why he's going to be upset. I hope he's not upset. Really, for fuck's sakes, he didn't do anything. He just survived longer than you by not fighting. Like if anything, all Tony is proving is that he's the definition of a pussy. I want to see him. Let me tell you something, Tony. Do exactly what you are claiming to accomplish by going head up with Monday Night Raw. And you're going to get some people coming out, why would he do that, Devontae? That's just stupid. Eric Bischoff was stupid to go up against Monday Night Raw. Oh, okay. So, cool. You're just going to expose your ignorance. Okay, cool. Okay, go look up this thing called the Monday Night War, then come back to the video again. Tony won't do that, though. Tony won't do that. But what he will do is take the lowest, the minimal, bare minimal, and then take it and flaunt it and say, guys, rally the troops. We have something to celebrate today, boys. We've done it. We surpassed WCW in the markers of ideas. Even though our highest rated episode probably wouldn't reach WCW's lowest rated episode, we still did it, boys. We got the fanboys on our side. We got Meltzer on our side. We got the newsletters on our side. We got the fanzines on our side. We got Sean Ross Sapp on our side. We got the Sickos. And who else do we need in this world but us? Now close your mouths and swallow. Fucking morons. Let me hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Please, please, let me know in the comment section. Devontae, tip of the fedora, lift up the glasses. Let me tell you what you're forgetting right now, Devontae. What you don't understand is that WCW, they didn't have any matches that were 5 stars compared to what AEW has going at the moment. Okay, Devontae, what you fail to understand is that none of them took a back spot on some spikes like his Nightmare on Elm Street circa 1988, and they fall out of a window onto some better spikes. No, Devontae, no, you don't understand. Okay, we have John Moxley, they have Freddy Krueger. What do you guys have? Liv Morgan. Checkmate. No, I have your mom's assholes on my penis, and she's drowning in my dick sweat. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you assholes later. Eric, don't take the bait. Let these niggas just ride with whoever they have to ride with, because in the end of the day, you're a legend, and, well, they're sickos. Literally and figuratively. Deuces and P-eyes.